Ever feel like you're already on the back foot after the very first shot? That's probably because your service returns aren't giving you the initiative. We'll give you a few tips on how to start a rally with an advantage, whether you play singles or doubles. Let's talk about returning a serve in single. You have a lot of great options out there, but there's also one absolutely no-go shot in my opinion. When returning a serve in single, you can either be aggressive or slightly more defensive. That could probably also depend on the player you're playing against. Is it someone with a strong offense that means that I have to be very aggressive in my service returns? Or is it someone with a weaker offense giving you a bit more time to play lifts, for example? Let's say you're getting a short serve. What are the returns that I'd like you to play? You have the full 4 corners, but generally I'd stick to 3 of them. The straight short one and then the 2 lifts to the back. My tip number 1 is being a bit aggressive in your footwork. Although I'm aggressive in my footwork, it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to play an aggressive shot in my return. It is just as fine playing a lift, but being aggressive with your footwork. By being aggressive in my footwork actually makes my opponent move into a defensive position because they believe that I am for sure gonna play an offensive shot. This, for example, will give you much more space and time to play that normal straight lift. My next tip is closely connected with my tip number 1. It is reaching the shuttle as high as possible. The higher I'm able to play my return, the more options I have and the more opportunities I have to start the rally one step ahead. The lower I play my service returns, the less options I have, and the options I have available will probably be the ones that are defensive. So if you follow my 2 tips, I'm pretty sure you'll have a good chance to start any rally ahead. I focused on the short serve in this video, but for the long serve, the flick serve, it's exactly the same principles I'd go for. At the start of the video, I told you there were one absolutely no-go shot that I wouldn't do. Here it is. When receiving a short serve in singles, never play that slow cross net shot. Why? Because you are opening up the entire court, and that is for sure not going to give you the initiative. Your return is slow, it crosses the center, and if your opponent are able to play that shot high, it is really difficult to find that court positioning after the service return. They'll be able to play a great spin or playing a quick lift, getting me in a really bad position down there. Personally, I loved when my opponent played this cross shot, and I honestly feel that my win rate when this situation happened was probably 80%. Never or very, very rarely play this cross return. Okay? Promise me that. Let's move on to the double returns. But before we do that, if this video gave you an aha moment, imagine what the rest of my videos could do for you. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. The best returns in doubles are obviously the ones giving you and your partner the initiative in the rally. That's also why how you position yourself after return and how your partner is doing that is just as important as the return itself. Here is one easy return that will for sure give you the initiative in the rally. I want you to just play that straight block with an upright position into the center of the court. It's really important to play this straight block with an upright racket position, because if you have this, your opponent might believe that something will come that puts them in a lot of pressure, for example pushes to the corners or into the center, and that's why their split step would be slightly defensive. So the upright position in the racket is key. If you're playing this straight block and your racket is not in an upright position, so like this, your opponent for sure knows that your shot will move upwards, and that means they can move to the net and close it. Another good return in doubles is receiving it and then brushing the shuttle so it goes straight but lands in the mixed area. This area is usually very difficult to cover for your opponent because it's also in between the net player and the player at the back. If your opponent are able to receive your return into the mixed area, for sure it will probably be a shot that goes upwards, and that is exactly what we want because that gives us the initiative in the rally. So now I've given you two examples, one straight block, one where you brush it but it's still straight. It's of course important to mix up my return, so I should as well play some drives sometimes. That could be into the center, straight, or even cross. The only thing you need to remember is being able to cover the shot after your push. If I play a push to the center or straight, it is my job to cover the flat push if that shot is coming after my return. If I choose to play a cross push, then it's still my job to cover the same side that I'm receiving from, and then it's my partner moving to the other side, being able to cover if my opponent plays a straight one. As in singles, we have one return that's making your life really difficult. Can you guess it? Yes, it is the cross push that's going slightly upwards. That just opens the entire court and your opponent has all the initiative since your return is going upwards. If you choose to play this return, you'll be relying a lot on your partner to cover the full court, and that's of course a bit of a tricky situation to put him in. So overall, I don't have specific rules that you can't do in the returns, but what's important is that you stay aggressive and get the shuttle as high as possible. The one thing that I need you to be a bit mindful of is playing those cross shots, those cross that goes upwards, because they are the ones that are putting you under pressure. That was all for today. Thank you for watching. And remember, the court is a canvas for your journey.